Hi guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I want to do a review video. I'm sure you guys know that Rihanna came out with a new concealer and I've seen some reviews and all the reviews that I've seen have been so positive on the Pro Filter. This is the Instant Retouch Concealer, so I had to get it. Now I've honestly just gone out this morning and got it and I wanted to film with it. I've got the shades 330 and 260 to brighten. So we're going to see how we get on with them. I've also picked up a couple of other bits. I picked up another foundation as well. And I wanted this to be like a Fenty face. More about the skin, but I will be doing the eyes very quickly on camera as well. So if you guys want to see me try these babies out, then just keep on watching. So I'm of course going to be starting off with a clean canvas. We are all ready to go to moisturize. I'm going to be using the Khiel's Ultra Facial Cream, the Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I've been using this baby a lot because it's so moisturizing and so hydrating for my skin, and that's really what I need. So I'm going to be popping this all over the face and the neck and chest area. I feel like this concealer is gonna work wonders because Rihanna actually calls it the cure, and I have a little bit of a hangover today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I went to the LMA concert yesterday and the head's ringing a little bit today, so I need to do everything in my power to look alive. So for foundation, of course, we're going to be using the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter foundation. I am in the shade 310 and this is the soft matte long wear foundation. I've actually repurchased this twice and then I moved on to another foundation, but I'm glad to have it again. I'm just going to shake it well and then I'm going to use my beauty blender just to blend this all over the skin and the neck and chest area as well. You know what, I genuinely feel like I've forgotten how much I really do like this foundation. It does set quite quickly, but you can't feel it. It feels like water, like on the skin, and it just gives you so much coverage, but it just looks airbrushed, like it's almost got a powder or something in it. The only thing that I would change, or I would love Rihanna to come out with a dewy water foundation. I bet she'd make an incredible dewy foundation. But the only thing that I would do is, if I was going to wear this on the daily, is mix it with my iconic London drops or mix it with my moisturizer to get a little bit of a glow in it, because I like my foundations to be a little bit more dewy. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. Of course, as per usual, the packaging is bomb. It's really nice. And the reason why I went with 330, I wasn't actually in the store for that long, but 310 just looked a bit too light. So I needed 330 to first of all correct. Then I wanted to also get a highlighter shade, so I got 260 because it looked quite golden and a couple of shades lighter than my natural skin tone. I'm going to start with 330 and I'm going to pop this underneath my eyes because this is where I have the most pigmentation, and you guys know that I really like a flawless base. So I'm going to be popping this underneath my eyes and blending it out with a beauty blender, and then the excess product that I've got on the beauty blender, I'm just going to run over my mouth area to cover any pigmentation there as well. Okay guys, I think it may be safe to say that I think she's done it again. This concealer was such good coverage. It's not heavy like creamy like a Kevin Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. It's not like laying on top of the skin. It kind of like feels like water absorbs into the skin, but then just gives you like bam coverage. And it's a really good color. I'm 330 in this one. It's a really good color, especially with the foundation. I think you can probably even share this out for some people that don't want a really heavy concealer, unlike me. I think you could only use a little, like if you used a little bit it would be fine. It just gives you so much coverage, but you can't really like, it's settled into my lines a little bit when I tug on the skin, but you can't really see it like a cream. Sometimes like a cream lies on top, you just can't see it. I'm shocked. Let's now go in to 260, which is the fairer shade. I'm going to highlight with this. So highlight underneath my eyes and down the center of my face as well. And then again, I'm just going to use my damp beauty blender. We're using the same side, so the two colors are mixed a little bit, and just blending that all out. Okay, I just want to say that I am living for this. I think this might be my new favorite concealer, and you guys know how I feel about concealers. Like, it just looks so flawless. Like, it looks like I've powdered it, but I haven't. It's that sort of effect. Also, I've gone into the wand. I'm not very good at reviews, but I've gone into the wand once. I mean, I've dipped it in. I've dipped the wand in once. So I've gone like that, and then that has lasted me everything. I've not had it to dip back in, which is so good. I also actually really like the wand because I can do a really thin line down my nose, and I like that. Yeah, no, I love this. This concealer actually retails at £19, which I think is really good because and how much do you get in here? I mean, I hate it when people talk about ounces and stuff. It's 8 mil. I don't know how long that's going to last someone, but it's a really good concealer. For contouring, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty. This is the Matchstix in Truffle. I am actually going to mix it with a little bit of my Kryolan makeup blend, just to kind of make it a little bit more fluid. Some of you guys have asked me what the makeup blend does. If you mix this with really thick liquids, or if you mix it with cream products, it just dilutes it and shears it out and makes it a little bit more manageable. Make sure that the cream product isn't dragging on your skin as well, and then it's a little bit more natural this way as well. So I'm just going to use this and pop this in all the places that I would usually contour. Now this shade isn't warm enough to be a bronzer, but it will contour, so we're going to just do that for now. I'm just going to take it down the nose as well. I lied, that colour isn't that bad actually as a little bit of a bronzer. It's a little bit cooler than what I like, but I ended up taking it a lot higher than what I usually would. I haven't actually picked up the Matchstix in such a long time, because I remember them being quite dry for me, but with a makeup blend, I find it really manageable. And you guys know that I like cream bronzers and cream products. Okay, so I know this is supposed to be a Fenty face, but I've been dying to try this product. I actually picked this up from the Guru Makeup Emporium today in High Street Ken. This is the RCMA, I believe it's just like their concealer palette in the shade Shinto. And what I want to do is I just want to take the darkest shade here, mixing it with a little bit of the Kryolan makeup blend. I'm going to use it as a cream bronzer, just to give a little bit of warmth to the cheeks and to the temple areas as well. I have to say that I really like the Matchstix with this RCMA palette. This one in the shade Shinto has just got so many beautiful colours in it. It was, I think, how much was it? $28.95, but you get all of these shades. And I know that Makeup by Ariel uses this on Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians, I think, as well. So I had to pick it up, but I'm going to be using it a lot more. I've gotten so much more into cream products over the last few months, I would say. I just like how they're wet. I like how they look on the skin. I just feel like they blend really nicely into the skin as well. Okay, so I'm feeling like I want to keep this look quite light. I feel like Fenty, when Fenty's advertised, the makeup is just so glossy on the skin, so light and so nice looking. So I feel like I want to give it that sort of feel. I'm going to do my brows really quickly. We're going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow in the shade number 5. I'm just going to brush them through with the spoolie end and then just fill them in where they're a little bit sparse with the colour end. Guys, I'm being honest, I'm telling you, I feel different with this base makeup. Like, I feel like I could just roll it like this and my face is done. Oh my god, I really like these base products. I feel like, do you know what? I feel like when you use a foundation that is the same brand as the concealer, sometimes they just work better, right? Like, if I was going to use that Fenty foundation, then I was going to use like a matte concealer. Maybe, I don't know, sometimes I feel like products are designed to go together. And maybe that's why they just sit so nicely. Let me know what you think of this down below. I feel like this could be a look. Let me know down below. Now going back into that RCMA palette, I'm going to take this lightest shade right here. And I'm just going to carve out my brows and then also just prep my eyelids. Blending that out with a beauty blender afterwards. Just for eyeshadow. We are doing minimum eyeshadow today, but I do want my eyelids to be quite bright. So I'm going with the lightest colour in this palette. I always find that when I've done my highlighter area, I always lose like that cream contour because I come out too far with my sponge. So I'm just going to go over with my brush just to go over these areas and soften them back up. I'm just going to go ahead, it doesn't matter what powder, I'm just going to go ahead and quickly set, it's a bit messy, sorry guys, set these eyes before we do eyeshadow. For eyes, let's keep it simple, let's keep it light. My go-to palette, I don't know why, it's just a palette that I reach for. If I'm not filming, I'll just reach this palette. Like if I'm going out, is the NYX Grind palette. I'm sure that they still do this. I know that this came out and I'm hoping that they do it because they've got some really beautiful shades in there. So I'm going to go into this peachy colour to start off with, and then we'll move to a slightly darker one, and that's all we're really going to do for the eyes. I'm just going to go into the peachy colour and pop this in my crease and then just smoke it out. Just give ourselves a little bit of definition to the eyes. Okay, granted, this shade is pretty invisible. You can't really see it, but I can see a hint of peach, and it's just going to lay the foundations down, I suppose. And I'm going to move into a darker colour to smoke out in the actual crease. So once that's done, I'm going to go into this beautiful shade. Like I've been using this all the time as my transition. It's a mustard shade, and we're going to use the same brush and then pop this more in the crease. Now still keeping it very blown out, but just to define the eyes a little bit. You know, I'm a great believer in makeup is about the products. Like, of course it's about the products that you're using and the colors and stuff like that, but a lot of it, and I would probably say like 60 to 70% of it, is actually to do with your technique and your application and your ability to like mix products together. So you may not have the one correct product, but 3 products mixed together may make the correct product. Does that make sense? And then also I would say a lot of it comes down to tools. So it comes down to your brushes, because especially with eyes, if you've got the right brushes for eyes, you can create some insane work. But if you haven't, then sometimes it can be a little bit more messy. And it's only like really recently that I've come to terms and understood how important placement is when it comes to eyeshadow. Like, I've been doing my placement a little bit differently, taking it through the brow, taking it down through here, and it just makes such a big difference to the end result. It is honestly insane. Guys, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set my brows, so I'm going to do that really quickly. I'm going to be using, this is the 24-hour brow setter. Insane, like your brow hairs will not move. I'm just going to pop this through the brows and brush them through and set them quite nicely as well. You can have a really bushy brow with this product as well, which is what I really like. I don't feel like my face needs to be set because it feels so matte to me. However, I've been powdering recently and it just prolongs the longevity, you know what I mean. It just intensifies the longevity of your foundation, your base makeup. It just stays. Like, I went out last night, like I told you guys, and I powdered the whole of my face, and my face looked exactly the same. Exactly the same. My lip gloss had just come off. That was it. So I'm going to powder. I'm going to be using the Danessa Myricks Beauty. I've never actually heard of this brand, but I got it today, and this one is the Evolution Powder in the shade 02. So I'm actually just going to lightly be setting my under eyes, and then I'm going to go in with my little itty bitty triangle sponge, and I'm going to bake over the top just to add that bit of brightness to my under eyes. I don't know why, and it doesn't actually bother me, but this powder, for some reason, I can't smell it right now, but when I pop this on, it smells a little bit like India. Just a little bit. Using the shades that I used in my transition, I'm just going to smoke out, I'm just going to mix them both together and then smoke them out on my lower lash line. Do you know what I am going to do? This one came in my PR actually the other day. This is the Benefit Roller Eye Bright Pencil, and I'm just going to use this in my waterline. Usually I don't like to do this because I think I look a little bit weird, but I'm going to pop this just to brighten my eyes and give me a little bit more of a sort of doll eye look. Okay guys, I would say that that's cute. I would say there is no reason to ever wear white in your waterline because you just don't need that. You don't need that white in your life. It just looks too crazy, but this one's flesh colored, so it's actually quite nice, and it does open up your eyes a little bit. Whilst I'm waiting for this to bake, I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara onto my top lashes. Of course I'm going to be wearing false lashes because it's me, but let's just add a little bit of, I've been using this in every single tutorial, the Maybelline, the Colossal Big Shot Volume Express Mascara. I'm also just going to set very lightly because I like the colour of it. Just very lightly using my MAC Give Me Sun over my cream bronzer, because with creams and liquids you just kind of need to set them in place else they start moving. So that's what I'm going to do. Using a fluffy brush now, like an eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to do side to side motions and brush away this bake. For blusher now, I want something quite corally, just something really pretty. I'm going to be doing Sigma's Core de Rosa, the Aura powder, and it's kind of a mix between an orange and a pink, which is a coral. So I'm just going to pop this on the high point of my cheekbones. I like my blushes to sit a little bit higher sometimes for more of a flush to the skin. So we're just going to lightly apply this. Do you know what, guys? Don't you just act different when you're feeling yourself? Like, I'm feeling this makeup and I'm doing very little. Sometimes I find that I'm the happiest when I just don't do that much. Like, just a little bit. I don't need a smoky eye. I don't need glitter. I don't need any of that. Oh, I love this blush, but just, I don't know, I feel so different and I feel like this looks so pretty. Okay, something that I definitely need to do, because I just need to do it, is I'm going to go in to my Fenty Beauty Kilawatt highlighter, and I'm going to use Hustler Baby on this damp detailer brush, and I'm just going to pop it into my inner corners. I love a bit of a Jade Pierce inner corner highlighter because it just brings everything to life, and I just like the way it looks. So I'm just going to highlight the inner corners and then just a tad on the brow bone as well. Okay guys, we are almost done, I promise. I'm just going to pop on some lashes. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Jade lashes. These are the faux mink ones. They're just more neutral. They of course are not exactly natural, but they're natural for me, so I'm just going to pop these on. I like the fact that they wing out towards the ends as well, because they'll just lift your eyes up, and it means that you don't need to do wing liner. I'm just going to add a little bit of the mascara on my bottom lashes as well. Now that eyes are completely done, let's move into highlighter. I'm going to be using the Kilawatt highlighter, and again just using Hustler Baby. And I'm going to pop this on all the high points of the face, so more so on my cheekbones, and then down the bridge of my nose as well, and a little bit in between my forehead. Now I do honestly feel like with this look, highlighter is a must. Like not crazy, but just enough so that you've got a little bit of a satin look to the skin. Otherwise it's going to be crazy matte. But crazy matte's fine if that's what you like. For lips, I'm just going to quickly line my lips. This is with the Technic Chunky Lip Pencil in Lady Luck. I just need a little bit of definition to my lips, a little bit of structure. I'm not going to take this shade in, it's just to outline them, and then I'm going to blend it with my finger. And then for lips, I'm really excited because I'm going to be using the Gloss Bomb. This is Fussy. The reason why I'm excited for this is because I've got the original one that she came out with, but I always feel like when I put it on, because my lips are naturally quite pink, it just makes everything quite dark, and I like something that's a little bit more pinky and a little bit lighter, and I feel like Fussy is going to be that shade for me, so I'm going to pop this over the lip. And then I'm just going to spritz with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. I'm just going to take these clips quickly out. I forgot to quickly add, I'm just going to add some close-up shots here, really close up so you can see my base in its glory. Okay guys, and that is it for this video. I'm an addict, like a Fenty Beauty addict. This base is insane. I feel like it's one of the best bases that I've done. And I feel like a foundation and a concealer together just look so bomb. I'm going to call this my Fenty face. Let me know what you think of my Fenty face down below. I also like the gloss as well. The reason being is I have loads of glosses, but they're just too pigmented. They've got too much pigment, and I don't like them when they look chunky on the lip. I like my lip glosses to look like a lip oil, but with a tint of colour. And I don't know if that's too much to ask, but not a lot of people do that. So let me know your thoughts of this look down below. I would 100% recommend this concealer. If you guys are being skeptical like me and I'm like, do I need it? I did think that, like, do I need it? Do I want to film a video on it? Like, is it really going to be that bomb? Yes. The answer is yes. I wish Fenty Beauty sponsored me, but they haven't. It's bomb. And you just need to try out the base products. If you're more of a tan to dark skin tone kind of shade, try it out, because yeah, I'm in love. I'm in love. So that is it guys. I'm going to stop rambling now and I'll let you get on with your day. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you've learned something new today, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.